What if I told you that spending just 5 minutes every morning doing something incredibly simple could add decades to your life? Today, I'm sharing a scientifically backed morning routine that researchers say could extend your lifespan by up to 30 years when combined with other healthy habits. The most surprising part? Most people completely ignore the single most critical step that happens in the first 60 seconds after waking up, and this oversight could be costing them years of precious time with their loved ones. Meet Gladys from Phoenix, age 69. 6 months ago, she could barely get out of bed without feeling exhausted and dreading another difficult day. Today, after implementing this simple 5-minute morning routine, her doctor says her biological markers match someone 15 years younger. What changed everything for Gladys was understanding that the first few minutes after waking up set the tone for her entire day and potentially her entire lifespan. Morning Action 1. The 30-second hydration rule. The moment you open your eyes, your body is screaming for one thing that most people completely ignore. After 6 to 8 hours without any fluid intake, your blood has thickened, your organs are working overtime, and your brain is operating in a dehydrated state that immediately triggers stress responses throughout your entire system. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that seniors who hydrate immediately upon waking improve cellular function by 40% and reduce their risk of morning heart events significantly. The study followed over 2,000 adults aged 65 and older for 3 years, and the results were so compelling that many cardiologists now recommend this as the single most important morning habit for seniors. Your kidneys have been working all night to filter toxins, and without immediate hydration, they struggle to complete this essential process efficiently. During sleep, your body loses approximately 1–2 pounds of water through breathing and perspiration, leaving your blood more concentrated and your circulation sluggish. When Vernon from Seattle started keeping a glass of room-temperature water on his nightstand and drinking it within 30 seconds of opening his eyes, he noticed his morning joint stiffness disappeared within just 1 week. His energy levels throughout the day improved so dramatically that his adult children commented on the change, asking what he was doing differently. The simple act of hydrating immediately helps your blood flow properly, delivers oxygen to your brain faster, and kickstarts your metabolism in a way that sets you up for success all day long. Without this crucial first step, your organs work 3 times harder throughout the entire day, accelerating aging processes and putting unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system. Your heart has to pump thicker blood through your arteries, increasing blood pressure and stress on arterial walls. Your brain receives less oxygen, leading to morning grogginess that can last for hours, and your kidneys remain in a stressed state that can contribute to long-term damage and decreased function over time. Keep a glass of water on your nightstand tonight, and make this the very first thing you do when you wake up tomorrow morning. This single habit costs nothing, takes 30 seconds, and could literally add years to your life while making every day feel more energetic and clear. Don't wait another day to start this life-changing habit, because every morning you delay is another day of unnecessary stress on your vital organs. Morning Action 2, the Light Exposure Protocol. Are you making the biggest circadian rhythm mistake that's stealing years from your life without you even realizing it? Most seniors spend the first hour of their day in artificial light or dim indoor lighting, completely disrupting the natural biological clock that controls everything from sleep quality to immune function. Harvard Medical School research proves that getting natural light within 10 minutes of waking extends lifespan significantly by regulating cortisol production, improving sleep cycles, and boosting vitamin D synthesis. The landmark study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine followed 4,500 seniors for 5 years and found that those who practiced morning light exposure had 23% better cognitive function and 31% fewer sleep disturbances than those who didn't. Your brain contains a master clock called the suprachiasmatic nucleus that needs light signals to function properly. And when this clock is disrupted, it affects every system in your body from hormone production to immune function. Natural light exposure within the first 10 minutes of waking helps synchronize this internal clock, ensuring optimal production of cortisol in the morning and melatonin at night. Lillian from Denver discovered this when she started stepping outside or sitting by her kitchen window for just 2 to 3 minutes immediately after her morning hydration routine. Within 2 weeks, she was falling asleep easier, waking up more refreshed, and experiencing the kind of mental clarity she hadn't felt in years. The natural light signals your brain to stop producing melatonin and start generating the hormones and neurotransmitters you need for an active, healthy day. Poor light exposure disrupts sleep cycles, leading to faster cognitive decline, increased inflammation, and a significantly higher risk of depression and anxiety in seniors. When your circadian rhythms are off, your body produces stress hormones at the wrong times, your immune system weakens, and your risk of falls increases due to poor sleep quality affecting balance and coordination. Studies show that seniors with disrupted circadian rhythms have 40% higher rates of cardiovascular disease and are twice as likely to develop dementia. Open your bedroom curtains the moment you wake up. Or better yet, step outside for a few minutes while you're still in your pajamas, if weather permits. Even on cloudy days, natural outdoor light is 10 times brighter than indoor lighting and provides the signal your brain desperately needs to maintain healthy aging. Start this tomorrow morning because your brain depends on this natural reset, and every day you delay is another day of disrupted sleep and accelerated aging. Morning Action 3, the 60-second movement activation. What if gentle movement in the first minute after waking could prevent the #1 cause of death in seniors? After lying still for 6 to 8 hours, your joints become stiff, your circulation slows, and your muscles lose their natural flexibility, creating the perfect conditions for falls and injuries throughout the day. Johns Hopkins researchers found that seniors who do light stretching upon waking reduce fall risks by 50% and maintain better mobility well into their 80s and 90s. The comprehensive study tracked 3,200 adults over age 65 for 7 years, and the group that practiced morning movement had significantly fewer hospitalizations and maintained independence longer than those who didn't. Your muscles and joints need gentle activation after hours of inactivity, and this simple practice improves blood flow, reduces morning stiffness, and prepares your body for safe movement throughout the day. During sleep, synovial fluid in your joints thickens, making movement more difficult and potentially dangerous without proper activation. Chester from Atlanta started doing simple arm circles and ankle rotations while still lying in bed, and within a month, his chronic morning back pain completely disappeared. He can now get out of bed smoothly and confidently, something he struggled with for years before discovering this gentle activation routine. The movement doesn't need to be intense or complicated. Your body just needs the signal that it's time to wake up and prepare for activity while increasing circulation to all your extremities. Skipping this crucial step leaves your joints stiff and vulnerable to injury all day, significantly increasing your risk of dangerous falls, especially during those critical first few steps out of bed. When your muscles are cold and inactive, even simple movements like reaching for something or stepping into the shower can result in strains, sprains, or worse injuries that can lead to hospitalization. Research shows that 80% of serious falls in seniors happen within the first 2 hours after waking, largely due to insufficient joint and muscle preparation. Do 10 gentle arm circles and 10 ankle rotations before standing up, then take a moment to slowly stretch your neck and shoulders while sitting on the edge of your bed. These simple movements take less than 60 seconds, but prepare your entire musculoskeletal system for safe, confident movement throughout your day. Your joints need this activation every single morning, so start tomorrow and make it as automatic as breathing. Morning Action 4. The Breathing Reset Technique. Could 60 seconds of intentional breathing be more powerful than expensive supplements for extending your life? Most seniors wake up with elevated stress hormones from the natural overnight fasting state and immediately jump into their day without giving their nervous system a chance to reset properly. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows deep morning breathing reduces cortisol levels by 35% in seniors and significantly improves heart rate variability, a key marker of longevity and stress resilience. The study demonstrated that seniors who practiced controlled breathing upon waking had lower blood pressure, better cognitive function, and stronger immune responses compared to those who didn't. High morning cortisol levels accelerate every aging process in your body, from muscle loss to cognitive decline, and this simple breathing technique provides an immediate antidote to this natural stress response. Your nervous system has two main branches: sympathetic, which activates stress responses, and parasympathetic, which promotes healing and recovery. Evelyn from Minneapolis discovered the power of this practice when she started doing 4 deep breaths with a specific pattern: inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 6 counts. Within 3 weeks, her blood pressure readings improved so much that her doctor was amazed, and she felt calmer and more centered throughout her entire day. This breathing pattern activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for healing, repair, and optimal organ function while reducing the production of inflammatory chemicals. When you skip this reset, high morning cortisol continues circulating through your system, keeping you in a subtle state of stress that wears down your immune system and accelerates cellular aging. Chronic elevation of stress hormones contributes to everything from heart disease to memory problems, and it makes your body work harder to perform basic functions throughout the day. Studies show that elevated morning cortisol is linked to faster telomere shortening, which is a direct marker of cellular aging and reduced lifespan. Practice this breathing pattern before getting out of bed, focusing on making your exhale longer than your inhale to signal safety and relaxation to your nervous system. The extended exhale activates the vagus nerve, which controls rest and recovery functions throughout your body and helps regulate inflammation levels. Lower your stress hormones right now by trying this breathing pattern and make it part of tomorrow morning's routine, because your longevity depends on managing stress effectively. Morning Action 5. The Gratitude Activation. Why are people who practice morning gratitude living longer than everyone else? And what does science say about this remarkable phenomenon? Negative morning thoughts immediately trigger stress responses that flood your system with inflammatory chemicals, while positive thoughts generate healing compounds that strengthen your immune system and protect your heart. Studies from Harvard School of Public Health show gratitude practices increase lifespan by reducing inflammation markers and improving cardiovascular health in ways that rival traditional medical interventions. The groundbreaking research followed 8,000 seniors for over a decade and found that those with regular gratitude practices had 25% fewer heart attacks and lived an average of 7 years longer than those who didn't practice gratitude. Your brain is incredibly powerful in the first few minutes after waking, and the thoughts you choose during this time literally program your nervous system for the entire day ahead. The neural pathways you activate first thing in the morning become strengthened throughout the day, creating either positive or negative feedback loops that affect everything from immune function to pain perception. Harold from Oregon transformed his health by thinking of 3 specific things he was grateful for before his feet hit the floor each morning. He started with simple things like his comfortable bed, his morning coffee, and his daily phone call with his daughter. And within weeks, he noticed his chronic worry and anxiety were replaced with genuine optimism and energy. This practice doesn't require any special skills or equipment. It simply redirects your brain toward positive neural pathways that promote healing and longevity while reducing the production of stress hormones. Negative morning thoughts trigger stress hormones that age you faster by increasing inflammation, suppressing immune function, and putting unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system. When you start your day focused on problems, fears, or complaints, you're essentially telling your body to prepare for danger, which keeps you in a state of chronic stress that accelerates aging processes. Research shows that people who wake up with negative thoughts have higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, which is directly linked to heart disease and cognitive decline. Name 3 things you appreciate while still lying in bed, focusing on specific details rather than general statements to maximize the positive neurological impact. The more specific your gratitude, the stronger the positive chemical response in your brain and body, including increased production of serotonin and dopamine. Start building this mental strength tomorrow morning because your thoughts literally determine how fast or slow you age. Morning Action 6. The Purpose Connection. What's the one thing centenarians do every single morning that others don't? And how can you start implementing this life-extending habit immediately? People who live the longest consistently wake up with a sense of purpose and direction, giving their brain and body a reason to function optimally throughout the day. Research from the Mayo Clinic reveals that seniors with morning purpose rituals live 7 years longer on average and maintain cognitive sharpness well into their 90s. The comprehensive study tracked over 6,000 adults aged 65 and older for 12 years, and those who started each day with intentional purpose had significantly lower rates of dementia, depression, and physical decline. Having daily purpose activates regions of your brain associated with motivation, planning, and positive emotion, which triggers the release of beneficial neurotransmitters and hormones that promote healing and longevity. When you wake up with intention, your brain produces more BDNF, a protein that helps grow new brain cells and protects existing ones from damage. Gladys from Tampa discovered this when she started setting one small, meaningful intention for each day while getting dressed in the morning. Some days it was calling an old friend. Other days it was tending to her garden or helping a neighbor with groceries. But having that focused intention gave her energy and enthusiasm she hadn't felt in years. The purpose doesn't need to be grand or complicated. It just needs to be something that matters to you and connects you with meaning beyond yourself, activating the brain's reward systems. Purposeless days lead to faster cognitive decline and depression because your brain literally shrinks when it doesn't have meaningful goals and challenges to focus on. When you drift through days without intention, your mind becomes more susceptible to negative thoughts, worry, and the kind of mental decline that steals quality years from your life. Studies show that people without daily purpose have 44% higher rates of cognitive decline and are twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. Choose one person you'll help or one meaningful task you'll accomplish today, setting this intention while you're getting dressed so it becomes woven into your preparation for the day. This simple practice gives your brain a positive target to focus on and activates the goal-oriented neural networks that keep your mind sharp and engaged throughout your entire life. Give your day meaning starting with tomorrow's first conscious thought, because purpose is literally fuel for longevity. These 6 simple actions take less than 5 minutes total, but their cumulative effect is extraordinary for extending both the length and quality of your life. When you hydrate immediately, expose yourself to natural light, activate your body gently, reset your breathing, Practice gratitude and connect with purpose. You're essentially programming every cell in your body to function optimally throughout the day. The research is overwhelmingly clear that seniors who follow consistent morning routines like this one show remarkable improvements in energy, mental clarity, sleep quality, and biological markers associated with healthy aging and longevity. If you found value in this morning routine, please give this video a thumbs up because it helps other seniors discover these life-changing habits that could add decades to their lives. In the comments below, tell me which of these 6 actions you're most excited to try tomorrow morning and share any morning habits that have worked well for you in the past. If you know another senior who could benefit from adding years to their life with this simple routine, please share this video with them right now because your share could literally help transform someone's health and give them the tools for longer, more vibrant living.